Hey, good morning, family. Out on that walk again this morning. Wanted to talk today about an idea that can be very powerful and empowering when you truly grasp it. And this idea is that the heart doesn't know time or space, only the depth of experience. Okay. And going to explain this idea a little bit, and what I'm endeavoring to do is on this channel, I'm trying to help people transition from the box of religion, okay, from religiosity and all these basically constraints that we live under and have been taught to live under, and fear being the main mechanism that has kept us in that box, okay. So when we're talking about the heart, it is actually the most powerful organ in the body. You know, in our Western world, we put a lot of emphasis on the brain and rational thinking and thought. And I'm not saying that that's not necessary, because it is, because we're focused into this reality and on this plane of existence, and it helps us navigate that. The rational thinking does. Okay. But something that is more powerful than that is the heart. And even the comedic system, one of the names that they had for their spiritual system was the way of the heart. Okay, and it was for a reason. And I'm gonna put this into a context of something that I know that many of us have experienced. And it's like, have you ever experienced someone that you immediately meet and you have an affinity for them? You like them, you vibe with them. I mean, you just literally, you don't know them, but it seems like you've known them for years, okay? And this is understanding that feeling is going a little bit deeper into the comedic idea of the ability that we have to reincarnate, because, you know, in Christianity, we're taught like you die and then you go to heaven or hell, you know, and that's pretty much the end of it. And no other system in the world had those type ideas like that finality of being. And from the comedic perspective, as a soul, you are an energetic entity that exists into infinity. Okay, you are an infinite being, all right, and connected to infinity and an infinite, I won't say an infinite being, because it's not that, you know, but you're connected to the infinite. All right, so the heart as a physical muscle is a representation of what I would call this spiritual heart. Okay, is what it is. And it is something more than our physical representation that we know as our heart that's beating in our chest. You know, this heart also has the ability to travel across space and time via our emotions. And let me say that in another way, via our vibration, because we only feel emotion while we're in a physical body. But there is a more subtle expression of who we are that is based on vibration and frequency, okay? So when we're talking about this idea of the heart, we're talking about something that you can experience across time and space, all right? Across lifetimes, and I'm talking literally, because when you transition from this plane of existence, and I say transition purposefully, because you don't die. The ancient Cometians didn't have a word for death. They called it westing, which means, you know, you would west and go to the west. The sun would set or your light would set, but you transition and come back around to the east and rise again. Okay, so This idea that the heart and your experience can literally travel across universes, across lifetimes. And this is a deeper understanding of what I'm really trying to get you to understand when you come to this channel. And I am literally having to help you unlearn Christian thinking. And a lot of videos that I've done, that's what I'm doing is I'm uncoupling you from the religious box, and to help you transition in a way that you can level up your consciousness and you can level up your experience and even this life experience. Because what happens is we will have life experiences like a broken heart, where somebody does something in a way that really hurts us. And a lot of times what we'll end up doing is we'll make this pronouncement that, hey, I don't ever want to love anybody again. I don't want to ever experience that hurt again. And believe me, I've been there, done that, got a t-shirt. Hey, got a few of them, okay? And it happens. But if you are more aware of what you're doing in those moments, and what you're doing in those moments is you're really shutting off your universal communication system or your holistic communication system. And that system operates through your heart, okay? The heart is literally the mediator between your physical life and your spiritual life, your physical body and your spiritual body, or your soul. It's literally the mediator between those two, okay? And it connects those two. But if you use your physical heart and you block yourself, you block your feelings, then you're literally cutting yourself off from your essence, okay? From your soul essence. Because in reality, that soul essence is the real you, okay? That essence of you is vibration. So what I'm endeavoring to do again is just say that the heart is more than just this organ, and you have a spiritual heart that is connected to an energy center, or I guess it is the energy center. And in some systems it's called a chakra, the heart chakra. And it is an energy center that is a part of your physical body, or I'm sorry, a part of your spiritual body, your soul, okay? So when you are cutting yourself off, you're cutting yourself off from experience that can literally travel across lifetimes. When you really connect to another human being and you truly love them, that deep well of experience that you have with them does not go away. Even when you transition from this life, you can end up feeling who they are and connect with them again. And it is something that is truly powerful that you can really experience, okay? So what I did was I actually created a video to help people with this idea, because really this is connected to an idea that we call prayer, okay? And we've been taught a way in Christianity that actually limits our ability to connect to the heart and to connect to that heart chakra. And we have to take a more expanded view of that if we are going to level up our consciousness. So the comedic paradigm is different, and it literally will change your life when you understand that paradigm and apply it to your life, okay? It is more about tuning your frequency, your vibration, because that is your essence. So, and people have asked me a lot of times, now that I don't pray to Jesus, who do I pray to? And again, that's from a religious frame, and they are understanding prayer from a religious frame. But I want to give you that idea and help you transition to a more elevated understanding from the out of that religious frame into a more universal frame and understanding it from the comedic paradigm and what it is. Okay, so you can go to whodoipraytonow.com and you can get access to that video training on how you pray from a comedic paradigm and how it is so much more powerful and empowering than the way we were taught as Christians. Okay, so I want to end this just by saying that you are a god or goddess in training, and you are such a powerful being. And you've been taught to depend and be a victim, and in all these ways that religion has taught us to be as individuals. Humanity is ready to transition. Okay, we're ready to transition and we're ready to level up. And I'm calling on my tribe. I'm calling my tribe to me. And understand, my tribe is not by race or border or sexual orientation or any of those things. With my tribe, I vibe and we vibe. Okay, so that's what it's about. But again, the heart does not know time and space. It only knows depth of experience. And that depth of experience is from your essence as an eternal being. Okay, so that's what I want you to get from this. Again, just some powerful stuff. And I hope you are grasping that I'm going into places where a lot of people don't talk about, because a lot of people will tell you about spirituality, but I want to teach you how to spirituality and why to spirituality, because the church has really jacked up their idea of spirituality. Religion and spirituality is not the same, but we have to decouple from these ideas that we've been given. Okay, so again, Reginald Kuakaru, and at Comedic Centered Living, you learn how to live life boldly, authentically, unapologetically, and on your terms without guilt or shame. That's what it's about, my people. All right, my tribe and my family. I will talk to you later. Bye.